Hey movie freaks, welcome back to my channel. So as you can tell from the title, these are going to be my top Christmas movies. Since it is going to be Christmas, I'm in front of the tree, just seemed appropriate. So a lot of these, well, most of them are the ones that I have in my collection, and some of them I don't have, but I have seen, and these are the ones that I kind of gravitate more to. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into my top Christmas movies. So of course, I'm gonna start from the bottom, or not the bottom, my least favorite to my most favorite. And these ones I do not have, so the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, these following 6 I do not have, but I will eventually get, but they're not like on my top priority. So number 18 is Frosty the Snowman. I do like Frosty the Snowman, I just don't like it as much as, you know, like the other older, you know, like that box set that has all the Christmas movies. It's not like my favorite. That one actually came out in 1969, if I'm correct. And I remember watching it every year with my sister, and it's not that I don't like it, it's just there are more that are better for me. And number 17 is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. We sing that song all the time and come up with new little sayings every time we sing it. My son just came home the other day and he, you know, started singing it, so I sang along with him. And that one came out in 1964. The next one is, a lot of people might not agree with me on this one, is number 16, and it's Home Alone. That one came out in 1990. Come here, let me say hi. Come here. This is Bella. Yeah. And this is Conan, her baby. Okay. She has to be in everything. But anyways, Home Alone. I am not a humongous fan of Home Alone. I will watch it. I have not watched Home Alone, I want to say, for 10 years. Maybe even more. It's just not something that I gravitate to. The next one is Jingle All the Way. That one came out in 1996. I feel like the reason that I don't like Jingle All the Way that much is because it makes me anxious. Even though I know what's gonna happen, just getting to the point of the movie makes me super anxious. So I think that's why that's more up there on my list. And The Year Without a Santa Claus, gosh, she has to walk right in front of me. She has all that space back there. Is The Year Without a Santa Claus. That one came out in 1974. I don't really remember the details of this movie. I just remember that I really do enjoy that movie, but not as much as my other ones. Now, a lot of people may not think this goes on the Christmas list, but I really like number 13. It's Look Who's Talking Now. That one came out in 1993. I put it on there because it is during Christmas season, although it doesn't revolve around the Christmas theme. It's in the Christmas season. And I really enjoy that movie. I have not watched them for a long time, like I said, and that's why they're up higher on the list. And now we get into the movies that I do own. So the next one is Elf. That one came out in 2003. I like Elf, but it's not my complete favorite. I got the cool one with the opening slip. It's just not like my favorite. I will watch it, and I haven't watched it for a long time, but that's number 12. The next one I got is, of course, another one that doesn't actually revolve around, I mean, I don't want to say revolve, but the theme is not the point of the movie is not for Christmas, but it does take place in the Christmas season. And that is the comedy Just Friends with Ryan Reynolds. I really enjoy this movie. I think it's super fun. He is in love with Jamie. He used to be super fat. And they used to be best friends. And the whole time he was in love with her. And, you know, it's just kind of those type of stories. But, oh, here. He used to look like that. And now he looks like this. And I guess he's like a big, maybe, I think it's a record producer or something like that. But, yeah, there's that one. And, number 10. I don't have the original. I have number 2, which is the Santa Claus. I really enjoy the Santa Claus. That one came out in 1994. But it's just not, how do I say this? It's just not as fun to me as the other movies. So, but I do love Tim Allen. He's one of the funniest in these movies. Next is number 9. This one came out in 2006. It's Black Christmas. You have to have this on your Christmas list because it is, of course, during Christmas. And it's just a classic. I don't have the original. I have seen it. I really don't enjoy it. I really enjoy this one, and I do look forward to, hey! I do look forward to watching, give it to me. That's not yours. I do look forward to watching the remake. The next one is No. The Holiday, and this one my husband also loves this movie. Came out in 2006. Is The Holiday with Cameron Diaz, Kate Winslet, Judd Law, and Jack Black. I really do enjoy this movie as well, but he enjoys it way more than I do. It's just a good romantic movie. So Cameron Diaz, she is basically a trailer producer. She does the trailers for movies. And this is Kate Winslet. She is, I think she's a book. It has something to do with books. I think it's a literary agent or something like that. I can't really remember. But, and then there's Jack Black. And Jack Black is Cameron Diaz's assistant. And Judd Law is Kate Winslet's brother. They actually switch houses for the winter or the season or whatever. And they meet each other, and then it's all over and done with. But, great movie. Go over there. The next one is number 7, and this one came out in 2008, and it is nothing like The Holidays. This one's got a great cast. It's got John Leguizamo, Luis Guzman, Deborah Messing, Alfred Molina, Freddie Rodriguez, Jay Hernandez. Very great holiday movie. If you have not seen this, you should watch it. Basically, it's about I think are they Cuban? They're Puerto Rican. They're either Cuban or Puerto Rican. I can't really remember. I'm sorry. But it's about a Hispanic family, and they have their children, and they've all gone off and done their own things, and you know, it's just basically about them coming home, and yeah. So, great movie. I really enjoy that one. The next one is A Family Stone. This one came out in 2005. This one has a great cast as well. It's got Claire Danes, Diane Keaton, Rachel McAdams, Dermot, I always say his name wrong, Mulrooney, Greg T. Nielsen, Sarah Jessica Parker, and Luke Wilson. Great cast. It's basically the same concept as this one, but it's an American family, and I won't tell you what happens, but it's very funny. She is actually married, well, I don't think she's fiancé yet. She is actually dating the oldest son, and it turns out that they're attracted to each other, and it's just a big mess, but it's a funny mess. So the next one, I don't hear a lot of people talk about this movie. I always hear people talk about Ernest Scared Straight, or no, Ernest Scared Stupid. I can't remember what it's called, but it's a Halloween one. But nobody ever talks about Ernest Saves Christmas. This one came out in, let's see, 1988 if I'm correct. Yeah, I think it's 1988. Is it? Yes, 1988. This has been, well, this was one of my favorite holiday movies. But, you know, other ones have come along and kind of knocked this one down. But this movie is just hilarious. You know, it has Ernest. It has Jim Warney in it. And I just think it's a super fun movie. It has this very beautiful girl in it that she has lost complete faith in Christmas. And Ernest tries to help her recover that inner Christmas inside of her. But I really enjoy this movie. You guys should totally check it out. Alright, and you cannot have a Christmas list without this movie on it. Number 4. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. This one came out in 1966. I actually just recently got this with this cool slip. I don't have the remake with Jim Carrey, but I do like that one as well. But you cannot replace this one. And I have not seen Grinch, the new one. So, Mia. We have a puppy. So, Mia. Come here, Mia. You guys want to see her? Come here, Mia. Come on. Come here. This is Mia. She's just a little puppy. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, that's Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Moving on. Now this one I have not seen in a minute. I have not seen this one in a very long time, but it's there. It's in my mind. I know, oh, sorry. It's in there. I know basically almost every scene, but I'm always surprised when I do watch it. This one came out in 1988, and it's Scrooged with Bill Murray. I really enjoy this movie. I think it's super fun. It's a good take on the Christmas Carol, but with Bill Murray, it's completely hilarious. So, yeah, this is number 3 on my list. Now we're getting down to the top 2. If you guys can guess what my top 2 are, I want you to leave this timestamp and then put what you think my top 2 are. And if you agree, leave a thumbs up. And if you don't agree, put what your favorite Christmas movie is. So my number 2, now this was hard to just decide between the two. My number 2 is A Nightmare Before Christmas. This is one of my all-time favorite movies. I actually begged my husband for this set when it came out. And it's a beautiful set. However, my 15-year-old, who was probably, I want to say, 7 when this came out. I can't remember. But he drew on it. I tried to get it off, and he used to watch it all the time. So it's trash, but I still love it, and it's still in my collection. This one came out in 1993. I still remember watching it. I still remember the VHS that my mom and dad bought. I watched that thing over and over and over, and I was super excited when I saw this set, so I had to get it. But that's number 2. So, honorable mention is Girlfriends of Christmas Past. That has Matthew McConaughey in it. I have it, but I don't think I took it out. But that one is a super fun movie. It's also the same concept as Scrooged, but it's of his girlfriends and how he treated them throughout the years and why. So, I mean, it's a cute movie. It does take place during Christmas season, but like I said, it doesn't revolve around Christmas. So, my number 1, and if you guys don't have this on your list, I don't know what's wrong with you. But the number one is A Christmas Story. This movie used to come on Thanksgiving every year for 24 hours. Me and my sister would watch it every single time. Every time it came on, we would watch it over and over and over, and never got old. And I am just recently looking that this is actually based on a novel. In God We Trust, All Others Pay Cash. I'm gonna have to check that out. But yeah, this is my all-time favorite Christmas movie. You'll shoot your eye out. You know, it's just a marvelous. It gets you really into the Christmas season. Now, I'm not a big fan of Christmas movies. That's not my calling. Like, you know, when Christmas movies come on TV, like the new Hallmark ones or stuff like that, I'm just not into those. So when they're older movies or like the 2000s, those ones call to my attention because they do give you the feeling of Christmas. And I don't feel like the newer ones do, but yeah, this is my number one. Now, you guys let me know if you agree with my list, if there's anything that I should have had on my list. And also, if you have not subscribed, make sure you do that. It would really help my channel grow and bloom. Also, leave a thumbs up if you did enjoy this video. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!